Hello, my lovely Cancerians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Welcome or welcome back to Fire and Water. And we're getting ready to dive into what is it your high vibrational angels and the universe may need you to know right now whenever you see this read. Make sure you take what resonates here. Check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and North Node placements if you feel guided to on my main page under your cardinal signs because I did the same type of reads here, okay? And if you have Sag in your chart, check that out as well too. Let's dive in, okay? Let's see what is going on here. Vibrational angels here. What is it that Cancers may need to know for their highest good? Our lovely Cancerians. What is it that they need to know? I'm hearing this message about you need to chalk it up and tell them how you feel. That could be love for some of you Cancerians. Okay, or it could maybe it's something you may need to just like get out. So you have a goddess of protection here. I mean, of psychic protection. I mean, Cancerians, you're very intuitive and very psychic here. Usually a lot of Cancerians are naturally psychics, have some type of psychic ability here. And I always feel for some Cancerians, it usually takes Cancerians a long time to start tapping into it and use it. I don't know, it always feels like when they get a little older, that's when they start using it for something, okay? But it says here, what you believe you create, no one can harm you, okay? And you got the goddesses telling you that. Maybe some of you are afraid about something. Maybe some of you are afraid. You know, this is a sign to show that you are divinely guided and protected here. And when you create this fear and illusion, you know, you kind of create scenarios and problems. You ever heard of that? Like if you know, think negative all the time and go, oh, I feel like something's going to happen to me. I feel like that, like you create some type of problem. Like you got to realize like the things that we put out there and we say, it creates energy. Energy is there. Like energy moves nonstop here. Like energy is always flowing. You know, if you notice, and well, I don't know if some of you know, but I know you may some of you may have heard of feng shui, and you know, in the Asian community, if they have like businesses, their homes, whatever they may have, they are always constantly moving items and moving things because energy moves. Energy doesn't just sit in one space; it's moving nonstop. You know what I mean? So if you're creating this energy barrier and you're going up, I'm always gonna have this, I'm not gonna have this, I'm not gonna have this, it's like you're creating a ball. Just could think of a ball of energy and it's negative, but you're creating it, right? You have to realize that you're powerful here, Cancerians. And a lot of you are like really tapped into the divine here. And if a lot of you Cancerians are doing like a lot of spiritual work and a lot of shadow work, you're really gifted. You're nothing to be, excuse my French, but you're nothing to be fucked with. So if any of you are having some kind of fear here about someone, because it's saying no one can harm you, I pray that none of you are going through any kind of situation that you are afraid. Let me just put this out here, okay? As a disclaimer. If you are feeling like, you know, you don't feel safe, you feel like someone's trying to do something to you, get help. You can always do the spiritual attacks, you can always do that spiritually, but you know, get help physically if that's the case. But I don't know, I don't feel this. I feel like it's more so of like spiritually it could be for some of you, but you're protected and you really need to believe that, you know, what you believe you create. So if you change the narrative and say, listen, you know, I'm divinely guided physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, I'm protected all around, like, you know what I mean? Like you start saying these powerful things about yourself, you create that protection barrier here, okay? And even if it's not a scenario with someone else, Cancerians, it could just be fear-based with you. You know, maybe like current things in your life right now, like you're thinking the absolute worst here, and your angels and your guides and ancestors are like, Cancerians, what the heck are you doing, man? That's not even the scenario. Like, you know what I mean? Fear creates illusions. I'm telling you, it really does. It creates illusions. It creates situations here. So they kind of want you to get out of that like fear bubble here, okay? So we have a God of indulgence here, okay? So it's telling you it's all right, guys. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence and balance is healthy. So I feel like you guys are feeling down about something about yourself. I feel like you're beating yourself up about a lot of things here, Cancers. And your angels and guides don't like this. They don't want you beating yourself up about stuff here. They want you to know that it's okay to not be perfect, okay? Maybe some of you had to feel like you had to be perfect to feel accepted and feel loved. Maybe this gets rooted down from childhood, you know, depending on how some of you Cancerians' childhood was. But, you know, maybe you feel like you always had to be perfect. And it's okay. Like, we're not perfect. You know, the Most High didn't put us here in the universe to be perfect. We had to come here to make mistakes. We had to learn. We had to learn from previous mistakes, actually. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's okay. What did you indulge in? You know, I feel like they're telling you to treat yourself. It's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be perfect. It's okay to, like, to treat yourself, where it's okay to do something different, or it's okay to fall back from something. It's like if some of you are working out right now, you're exercising, you're like, yo, I don't want to do it today. I want to sit back in my bed, I want to watch my favorite shows, and I want to eat a honey bun. Like, okay, you did it that day, just as long as you don't do it every day. You know what I mean? Craving time for yourself here. Kind of feels like you're beating yourself up about some things here, Cancerians, and they kind of like just want you to like stop doing it. I'm taking it as like you're gonna be good, Cancerians. You are good. Anything else vibrational angels Cancerians may need to know right now for the highest good here? Listen to your intuition. Yeah, you need to start tapping into your highest self. You remember, you're ruled by the High Priestess. Okay, and High Priestess is very tapped in. She's a powerful feminine energy here. She's very tapped into the divine here. And I feel like when you start doubting yourself, you need to change that narrative ASAP. And you need to connect to your highest self and your guides here. But you need to trust yourself on some things. Maybe like you're thinking a fear-based about something. You think something bad's getting ready to happen to you, or like you think like a situation you're in, like it's gonna crumble. I'm picking up evicted out in the streets. It could be some for some Cancerians, and it's not even gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's something you're thinking the worst about. And I feel like it's really crucial right now that you rewrite your mind here. Maybe you're I don't want to say state of delusion. I don't want to say that and make it seem like y'all losing it, but I feel like the fear is making you create like illusions. Make sure you're constantly doing your protection prayers as well too. Like constantly doing protection prayers against negativity and things of that sort here. Because you know what I'm picking up to, Cancerian? Sometimes, it ain't no sometimes. Every time when you're getting ready to elevate, every time when you're getting ready to go to the next stage and level in your life, and you're getting ready to move on to bigger and better things, it's always, I like to call them the devil's advocates, the minions, the monitoring spirits here. It's like they sense this shit before you know, and they're gonna find every little thing to try to sit there and pull you back, like to, you know, to play with your mind here. So I definitely would say continue doing protection prayers against that, and a lot of affirmations here, a lot of prayers, a lot of meditation, things of that sort to keep you connected to your highest state form here and your guides and ancestors, okay? You also have helpful people here. I feel like you need to be open to help here, Cancerians, because you know what? I feel like usually this is you. You see how all the angels are listening to her, in tune to her? I feel like everybody's always in tune to you, Cancerians. But I feel like you need to allow someone to come in so they could be in tune to you and help you. So you do have some, like, I feel like help coming in. Someone, you know, coming in to give a helping hand. Okay? See, I said something about eviction or a home or getting kicked out and new home and place coming. So maybe for some of you, I pray this is not going on, but you know, maybe some of you are on the verge of being evicted. You know, you don't know, you're thinking of words, you feel like you're gonna be in the street, you're just thinking like the absolute worst thing, and then boom, here it goes. God and the universe and your angels get that new home that's meant for you. Like, you know, it could be that. Okay. We also have kicking the old habit for good here. So I feel like too, this can be an energy here that you guys need to kick an old habit for good. That's interesting because in your cardinal, in the angel deck, the smaller one that I'm going to, I forgot to use this. Okay, I'm going to use this last. And the smaller one, it said about habits. So this actually could be a habit that your angels, you know, in the universe want you to work on, is kicking habits for good. That's not healthy. Remember, habits don't have to be like smoking, drinking. It don't have to be that. I mean, if it is that, yeah, curb it. But it could definitely even be like negativity upon yourself here. You know, it could even be that. You know, you may have to kick an old habit here. Or for some Cancerians, that's what you're doing. You know, you're closing out things. Remember, yeah, look, I said closing out things. We have stick a fork in it and be done. This is the year for closing out. You know, this is the cycle of 9 years. So it's completion time. It's time for something to get out of your energy once and for all here. So I do feel for some of you, you need to finally say, okay, enough is enough. I'm done with this. I'm not dealing with this habit anymore here. But then also this is saying too that you're getting ready to close out a habit here once and for all here. Okay? Could even be a cycle about jobs too. You know, maybe if some of you guys are having a hard time keeping a job or getting one, that could be one of the cycles closing out here. Okay? Because we have new job alert. Could be something paying from $35 an hour to $50 an hour starting pay. Love that. Beautiful. And the last message we hear, we have the life you've been praying for is coming to fruition, Cancerians. I'm telling you. Okay, we even got money coming into your energy. I'm giving you this last one. Give thanks to the blessings you're about to receive, guys. I'm telling you, see, all is well. Everything is happening for your highest good, and you're thinking the worst right now. So maybe some of you feel like you're about to lose everything, or maybe you feel like your current situation is not going to get better. There's something. Oh, look. 111, manifestation here. You could be seeing 111 a lot here. This is showing that you're manifesting, so be careful with your words here that you're saying. Look, and what I told y'all with this deck for the cardinals, you're under the cardinal signs. Habit came out. It came out again. So this is a confirmation for a Cancerian here. Okay? There's two things with this habit here. Okay? You need to change your habit when it comes to the things you're praying for. Maybe, like, after you pray for something and speak something, you think negative right behind it. Maybe like, oh, it's not going to happen. Like, you can sit here and pray for something you want, and then right after that, you get negative and go, it's not going to happen. It's impossible. And you need to change the habit, too, because you might have a habit of doing negative manifestation. I said this on my You Matter page a while ago. Like, it's like maybe a year ago. And I was saying low manifestation versus high manifestation. And people think that doesn't exist. It does. People, you can manifest negative shit too. You get what I mean? So it's like maybe sometimes you don't even realize you're doing this, Cancerian, but you can have a habit of like manifesting negative, you know? So you have to change that habit. And then a lot of you too, Cancerians need to get in the habit of getting in manifestation back here. But you are going to manifest the life that you desire, Cancerians. It's happening, man. It's happening. It's happening. And I feel like moving and things like that is trying to come in as well here too. Look, even this says start packing and moving. Like maybe you guys feel like nothing's not going to happen. Maybe you feel like nothing's not going to come through. But you got to be confident. You got to believe in yourself. And you can do manifestations and prayers for everything. You can do prayers for the spirit and energy of confidence to hit you, motivation to hit you. You know what I mean? Like anything you're lacking that you have a problem with, you can always pray the absolute opposite of it and bring it in here, okay? You're very powerful, Cancerians, and you have to start believing that. But this is a confirmation that you're getting ready to manifest a major change here. Something's boiling up to the pot, to the surface, and it's becoming available. But your angels and guides in the universe need you to keep your head on a swivel right now, Cancerians. You need to actually believe this because you are receiving this, okay? So I hope that some of all these messages resonated for your highest good here. I do appreciate all your support here on the platform. Make sure you take care of yourself, Cancerians. Bye for now.